Hey, good Monday morning, my friends. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torgros here. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. A lot going on today. I'll try to keep it simple for you, and I think it is a pretty simple scenario depending on where you're at. So I'll explain that too. And something new and exciting here at MLive. We have what we call the Michigan Weather Insider Text Group forming. Free for 14 days and then $1.99 after that. And what it will be is, I update you through storms on things that are, more destined to be a text message than a full-blown post or article on MLive. So I think it's going to be very powerful, especially when we get into needing quick updates during storm systems like the ones coming. The ones coming, because we have two or possibly three, and two of the three look very interesting. So let's get on into it and show you what's going on. And we'll start with, always it's a good way to start with the watches and warnings in effect to give you a good overall feel for where the, messiest, nastiest weather is, or if you're a snow lover, the best weather is. So, winter storm watch in the blue from basically Big Rapids, Clare, Bay City, and Midland included in this northward. Bay City and Midland, you're kind of on the cusp of where it would stay all snow to maybe at times switch with some rain, but you will have a mess. You will have a very solid snowfall with some wetness in it too. And then, of course, as you go farther north, by just a little bit, it stays all in the form of snow. Now, no official winter weather advisories for the southern half of the state yet, except for those southern border counties. And why there? Because those counties are warned by the office in northern Indiana. So sometimes the timing is just not exact. Okay, and so here is a post. Join our Michigan Weather Insider Text Group right now for free for a 14-day trial. Give it a try, and it's going to be a great way to try it out coming up here through the next storm systems and see the kind of additional information we send to you. So the radar right now, let me get it in a good look for you. The radar right now, just give me a second here. It is Monday, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, it's going to be a little bugger for me. All right, well, let's move on. The radar is dry at the moment. Okay, so let's start. I think we should start with the overall scenario of the week, so you can see this storm, a weaker storm on Thursday, and maybe a more powerful storm, almost to somewhere in Michigan or the Great Lakes, almost to blizzard status, perhaps. We'll keep an eye on that, but that's later on in the week. So here we are with the model that we like. That's called the European. And so we go through the day today. Good day to travel. This is tomorrow morning. This is tomorrow afternoon. And I think that shows you very nicely as to where the snow changes over to rain. So, Saginaw and southeast into Flint, into Ann Arbor, Detroit, into Lansing, Kalamazoo, Battle Creek. You're going to see solid rain by tomorrow afternoon. Hey, good morning, Al Blink. Good morning, Bob Roths from Weberville. And Carol Wilson, thanks for watching this morning. All right, and then we go to Tuesday evening. That rain-snow line perhaps inching up into Bay County. We're going to look at it a little closer here in just a moment into the Grand Rapids area. South and east of that, rain. North and west of that, heavy snow. Clare, Cadillac, Big Rapids, Traverse City, Houghton Lake, Gaylord, Alpena, Oscoda, perhaps. And then overnight on Tuesday night, tomorrow night into Wednesday morning, the colder air swings back through. We change back over to snow by Wednesday morning. This will be more of a spurty snow, but it will be a sticking snow as temperatures drop to 29, 28 degrees or so by early Wednesday morning about sunrise. This is midday Wednesday, and then the storm is done. Now, look, here's Thursday, what I would call an Alberta clipper. This has the look of a 1 to 2 inch snow, and then look at what is showing up and has been showing up, fairly big and fairly consistent for this far out into the future. So we'll definitely some tweaks, and we won't get too alarmed yet. Hey, Gordon Buzzle, you're right. Normal stuff in Michigan. Don't be too alarmed. That's right. I always say snow melts, right? At some point. Wow. John Nielsen in Lyons, Kansas this morning. But this would be Friday night. That right there would be quite a wind-driven snow. This would be Saturday morning. If that verified, all of Michigan would wake up Saturday morning to quite the wind-driven snow. This would not be your normal Michigan stuff. This would be not historic, but it would be a very notable snowstorm if it verified like that. So we'll keep an eye on that, but let's go back to what we know now for our current storm system. And this is the model that I like with this. It handles the temperatures the best, and so it should handle the rain snow line. And I got to tell you, this very latest run just came in here in the last hour is a touch colder around the Grand Rapids area. I think, hey, good morning, Clark Hughes, former fellow MLiver, but in the land of retirement now. Congratulations. So, the Grand Rapids area, north side of Kent County, that's where you're a little iffy, whether you'll change to rain or not, and maybe not. So, we go into midnight, and these models all want to kind of start it as light rain. That's possible, but that would only last for an hour or two. Then it gets cold enough aloft. This is 4 in the morning. It's snowing in Grand Rapids at 4 in the morning, in Holland, in Jackson, in Lansing, in Kalamazoo, and on the border, it's snowing pretty heavily. And this isn't a light snow. This is a solid 6-hour burst for all of us of a meaty, meaningful 2 to 4 inch snow. This is 7 a.m. So, you know, it's all the way through Saginaw, the Thumb, Houghton Lake, Traverse City, Cadillac, Grand Rapids, Lansing, all still snow. 9 o'clock, the rain starts to come into Flint, into Ann Arbor, into Lansing, maybe to Grand Rapids, and we start to see it break up, and we dry slot a little bit, so it becomes a little more sporadic. Noon on Tuesday. You know, rain snow line, Grand Rapids to Saginaw, you know, with a temperature of 33, the roads will get better noontime. This is 1 in the afternoon. This is why I say if you can travel in the afternoon, Flint, Detroit, Ann Arbor, Lansing, Jackson, Kalamazoo, you all have much better road conditions. Saginaw, probably better road conditions. Grand Rapids, probably better because it's 33, but maybe snowing. Bay City, you're on the cusp of staying all snow. You better plan on it being more snow than not. Now, this is 4 in the afternoon, so this model is a little bit quicker, a little bit colder, changing it back to snow in Grand Rapids Tuesday evening, early. So this would be about a 3 to 6 hour change in that region, while Saginaw, Flint, Ann Arbor, Detroit still holding on to the rain into Tuesday evening. And then eventually overnight, Tuesday night and Wednesday morning, this is 6 o'clock Wednesday morning, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., the snow comes through and then winds down and comes to an end, probably for all practical purposes, by 10 a.m. on Wednesday or so. Okay, so I wrote an article already about this morning. Yeah, I've been working hard. And thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. We do have the winter storm watch in effect for the northern half of the state. So now we're going to look at the snowfall totals. And this isn't really a snowfall total type storm in the southeast half, from Grand Rapids to Bay City southward, because you get a 2 to 4 inch burst of snow for all of us in the south. Then we get the rain, mashes it down some to all, and then we go back to another inch or two. So, take the snowfall map in the southeast kind of with some asterisk there. And in the northwest half of the state, it's all snow, and it's heavy, 6+ inches of snow, a lot of moisture in this storm system. So let's go back to that here. And, all right, Monday. And here we go. Through 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, 2 to 4 inch burst of snow. Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, Mount Pleasant, southward, roads will be a mess. Grand Rapids, Lansing, Kalamazoo, Ann Arbor. Some places may be approaching 5 inches of snow very quickly. 3 or 4 hours time period, that should show you. Low visibility and accumulating quicker than maybe what they can plow in a short time period at that time of the day. Tuesday afternoon, and then we kind of get the look of the entire storm. Now, a couple of caveats here. This model is a good one, but it always forecasts 10 inches of snow to 1 inch of moisture. When you're at 32 or 33, it can be 8 inches of snow to 1 inch of moisture. So what does that mean? A lot of these numbers on the southern fringe of the heavy snow, like Grand Rapids, probably 2 or 3 inches lower than that. You see an 8 total by late Wednesday. It's probably 6, and again, some mashing down in between as it warms up for a few hours. But nonetheless, what you get out of this is it's a solid snowstorm. Ludington, Muskegon, Cadillac, Houghton Lake, Traverse City, probably a good 7, 8, maybe 9 inches of snow. A lot of 7 and 8s, and then the southeast half of the state, 2 to 4 on the ground by the time it's all said and done, with a break in between where the roads can improve. So my main message to you would be definitely, if you have to travel tomorrow in the southeast, wait until the temperature's warmed up late morning or early afternoon. Let's go to 8 o'clock Tuesday morning. Look at that. Ann Arbor 32, Detroit area 32, Flint 32, Saginaw 32, Grand Rapids 32. That can still keep the snow on the roads, but as you go to noon, 34 in Saginaw, 35 in Flint. You get a big improvement in roads in just an hour time period when it goes to 33, 34, 35. Grand Rapids itself, 33 degrees. North side of Grand Rapids should be a little different. Matthew Bursley, how many inches do you think for Grand Rapids area? Again, inches is not the real story here, but when it's all said and done, I think you'll probably call the Grand Rapids area, the north side of it, 5 to 7. The southeast part of Grand Rapids, probably 3 to 5. As Grand Rapids is a key city on the dividing line. Kylie Aldridge, Davison, Genesee County, a burst of 2 to 4 inches, all melts off the roads, mashes down, I don't know, maybe to an inch or two, and then back to an inch or two as you go into Wednesday morning. Elizabeth Hall, Jackson, 2 to 4 inches very quickly by Tuesday morning. Almost all melts at 35, 36 degrees, and then back to an inch by Wednesday morning. Baldwin, Nicole Wiseman, probably stay all snow. You're probably a heavy, wet 6 inches, maybe 7. Rob Guzdahl, driving from Frankenmuth to Lake City tomorrow morning about 10 a.m. Not a wise choice unless you really need to do it. because at some point north of Clare, you'll never get out of the snow. Diane Alexander, New Baltimore, 2 to 4 inch burst in the morning, well above freezing to 36 by noon to 2 o'clock. Okay, Tuesday afternoon and evening on roads, and then back to 1 or 2 inches. Big Rapids. Okay, well, let me finish this for you here. 6 o'clock, Tuesday. 33 Grand Rapids, but still 35 in Flint and 38 in Detroit and Ann Arbor. So you're going to have roads improve dramatically. And then let's go to Wednesday morning, 7 a.m. We're swinging back down below freezing everywhere, but not flash freeze type drop. We're looking at 30 to 32. So if they do their jobs of salt and plowing and the snow slows down, Wednesday morning could be surprisingly okay on main roads. Dawn small, that's the iffy part. Icy roads for Wednesday morning, Genesee County to Troy. Probably somewhat, but interstate possibly could be halfway decent as the precipitation will have slowed down. Let's go back. This is about the best I got for you on a snowfall map. Remember the melting in between, and then let's take some, we could call this the lightning round of snowfall forecasts, as I see a lot of people asking, like Eileen Wenzel, Rogers City. Let's go back to it here and give you this. And by the way, I do want to remind you, we are starting today our Michigan Weather Insider Text group. Many of you are signed up for Dungeons of Doom. That's the Lions Insider Text group. Same deal. When our sports people at MLive learn of a nugget of information that you want to know about the Lions, they text it out to you. That's what the Weather Insider Text group will be all about. You can find the links in our post today. You can sign up for free for the first 14 days. See if you like it. We got a good pattern to start it off and see how we can use it effectively, because we have 2 storm systems to look at. So, all right, here we go. Tuscola County, Tawny Thane, 2 to 4 inches total. David Ledger, Essexville, 2 to 4 inches. I want to go back because I was talking to somebody. They were asking about Rogers City. Eileen Wenzel, sorry. Rogers City, you're solidly into the heavy snow. You got a solid, wet 7 to 9 inches, maybe 10 inches of snow. Tammy Colberg, Leelanau County, a solid 7 to 10 inches. Hey, you're welcome, Jamie Barnes. Let's see, Tuscola County, Essexville, we got that. Hillsdale County, looks like we could have a good deal of snow. Carol King, I would say you get a burst of 3, 4, 5 inches late tonight and Tuesday morning, and then it melts considerably, going up to about 35, 36 degrees Tuesday afternoon. Vicky Joe, I have to drive to a funeral Wednesday morning from northwest Montcalm County to Lapeer. Not real fantastic, because Montcalm will have quite a bit of snow, and then it will be below freezing, and you'll be following behind on below freezing roads. So not fantastic, maybe not super terrible. Callie Peterson, Montcalm, Gratiot County, probably a burst of 2 to 4 inches, and then gets a little iffy, changing to occasional rain Tuesday late, and then you'll go back to 1 to 2 inches of snow. Lenawee County, you get a solid burst of 2 to 5 inches Monday night, Tuesday morning, then over to all rain, warming considerably, back to an inch by Wednesday morning. Clare area, Jamie Grimes, good question. I would say Clare is probably going to stay all snow, probably 6 to 8 inches meaty snow too. Patricia Williams, Mount Pleasant, 4 to 6 inches, probably leaning more toward the 5 and 6. David Ledger, Saginaw. I go to work at 6 a.m. You're going to probably have snowy roads. You're going to be in that burst of snow at 6 a.m. 2-3 inches by 6 a.m. in Saginaw, maybe a little less, but coming down. Then it changes to rain and snow mixed, maybe to rain, depending on where you're at in Saginaw. We have some key big cities that are on the dividing line. Grand Rapids on the dividing line. Southeast side of Grand Rapids, you probably have a good chance to go to rain or a higher chance to go to rain, depending on if you like snow or not, and rain. And northwest side of Grand Rapids, higher chance of staying more snow. Saginaw is the same deal. Bay City, the same deal. Marlin Bykirk, Grand Rapids. I should hit Grand Rapids. The southeast side of Grand Rapids, I would call it 4 to 6 inches. 6 might be too high. Northwest side of Grand Rapids, I would call it 6 to 8. 8 might be too high. Is this before the rain or into Wednesday? That's the problem, Josh Crawfish. Some of it is a total snowfall. In the south, it's a 2 to 4 inch burst, melts off, and then another inch. So in the southeast half, this storm, the total snowfall isn't the real story. Northwest half, north of Grand Rapids, northward, it's all snow, and that is the real story, that it's a total snow. Tammy Tam, Monroe, you get a 2 or 3 inch burst, then quickly go to rain by late morning Tuesday, and not back to snow showers probably until after midnight Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning. So there you have it. So hopefully you got a good update here. Hopefully you got a good update here on what's going to happen with this storm. Remember, we are starting our Michigan Weather Insider text group, and you will be getting links on how to sign up for that. And we'll be doing our first text, it looks like, early this afternoon, and then keep you updated on this storm, the second mini snow, perhaps on Thursday, and then perhaps a larger, more wind-driven snow with a couple of degrees colder air by Friday into Saturday, and that would make it a real full-fledged snowstorm for part or much of southern lower Michigan too. So hey, we had our second warmest December ever, our least snowiest December in Grand Rapids at 1.3 inches of snow. Why not balance it out, Mother Nature, right? So that's what happens. We know how weather goes here in Michigan. Always exciting. I will keep you updated. Stay safe. The big story on tomorrow is, if you can wait till afternoon in the southern half of the state, the temperatures will get up to 33, 34 degrees, and the road should improve dramatically, and it may change over to all rain. No freezing rain in this storm system. That's also a big feature to this. Sometimes we have a rain band, a freezing rain, ice storm band, and a snow. This one is a rain band and a snow band. So, hey, thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update, hanging with me there. We've been up to 1,000 people or so. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Have yourselves a great day. Keep checking MLive for weather updates. Bye.